Welcome to the Kalara BYOD Hub and the Teacher Techno Lounge. Today we're actually going to have a look at how we can use Google Classroom to leverage in the online space. So we're going to have a look at how we create a poll and how we create quizzes to gauge student understanding. Now firstly, polls are used as a way of actually moving from one part of the class into the other. Remember, in the online environment it's quite different. So we're actually going to go straight to my test class, which is the stream here. We're going to go into classwork. So let's start with a poll. So first of all, I'm just going to add a new topic, poll, add it there. All right, so first of all, we are going to create a quiz assignment, but this one is just for a quick poll. We're going to call this the Teacher Techno Lounge quiz. You can put instructions if you'd like. Now you'll see here that I've created a quiz. If we've got Chromebooks, which we don't at Kalara, but if you do, you basically, and you want to put lock mode on there. So I'm going to open up the quiz and have a look at it. Okay, so I'm going to call this test poll, and then we'll start with, you can put a description, start with different questions. So you'll have a look here. I'm going to start with a short answer question, put in the name, then we're going to add next one. So you'll see if I want to go back and edit that question, I can actually make that required, which I generally do, and go into the next one. This one could be multiple choice. You've got check boxes, drop down, it's up to you. So you put your question in, and it might be you garnering what kids think or where's the next step. So we're going to put in our options. I'm just going to type in. So to put another option in, we just type straight in, and you can go down as long as you'd like. You'll notice here it's add other, and then that finishes it. So first of all, I'm going to check preview, just have a look at what it looks like, and we can actually go away and change anything we want. Customize the theme. There's a whole range of colors, so I can actually change that, or you can add an image to it. When you're happy with that quiz, I'm just going to put up here my title, also poll, and then I'll go back to my class, and here you can add other resources, and then when you're ready, we'll actually assign that. So what I would do in class, we're about to change, to say, okay, we need for you to go to classwork and do the poll. Now next, we're actually going to have a look at how we can create short formative quizzes within Google Classroom. So again, I'm just going to add topic, and we could call these unit quizzes. It doesn't matter, it depends on how you do it in your classroom, but it's very, very flexible. So we'll add that, and now we are going to go back to creating another one. Now, quiz assignment, it will do exactly the same thing. This one is unit quiz, and I'm going to show you some of the deeper features of this because there are some really great features. Again, same thing, open up my blank quiz. Okay, so I'm going to call this unit quiz, and again we're going to go through and add, and then we start with our question types. Now I want to show you through the different, so in the last we've actually looked at those different types. This is the add button. If you want to import questions, I can add titles and a description, which is already there. Here I can add photos, so you can upload them direct. You can take a picture, or you can go to a Google site, image search. One of the other great things here is I can add sections. So I'm going to go back up. I'm going to import questions. So if you have those quizzes you use a lot, or you've got them across multiple classes, and I'm going to choose a quiz. This was the BYOD quiz that we had a couple of years ago. Then you have all of these questions that you can add. So I'm going to add the experience, just a couple of questions. This is really cool because this actually saves you a lot of time. Drop them in. All right, so when we add our new questions, key here is you want it self-marking. So we're going to do a multiple choice. Again, this is just a test question. Whatever you want and whatever your subject, you add different options. Might add a couple of those. 2, 3, and again, if you have an exam or short quizzes that you did on paper but you've got it on a Word document, then you just cut and paste it into this. It makes a real difference. Now, answer key, this is important. So I'll basically give it a couple of points, and I'll also click which one's the correct answer. Done. So now that's a self-marking quiz, and if you do that with each one of them, my suggestion here is multiple choice, maybe a few short answers, and you can come back and you can actually do that. When you're happy with it, we're going to go up here. You'll notice we've looked at customizing the theme, previewing it. Let's have a look at the settings of Google Forms. Now, there's a few options here. I normally will restrict it to the users of Department of Education. That means that the kids have to log in. You can limit one response, which will mean if you're one-to-one, that's going to work really well. I normally, if it's a quiz, I don't let them edit afterwards, but it's going to give them instant feedback. And you can actually, they can see summary charts if you allow it. On the presentation here, great little feature here is shuffling your questions, so that if there's a couple of kids sitting in one classroom, you can shuffle those. And for the quizzes, we'll have a look. You can actually release the marks straight away or later. And that's all of the things. So that's pretty cool. I'll change the color this time, make it yellow. That's all ready to go. And then I'm going to assign that. So as always, the great drag and drop, I'm going to drag that to the unit, and I think I've got my poll, which I had before. So when I open that up now, once that's done, the great thing is open up in this section and you'll have all of the quizzes there, and if you've self-marked, you don't have to do it, it grades itself. It's an awesome feature and it adds a lot of interactivity to our online learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time at the BYOD Learning Hub.